All right, so a couple of things. First of all, it works. I think it has to do with this new update. There was an update, I think, a week ago that I updated for my Samsung, and the HDR on the YouTube, it works. However, HDR works, but I'm only getting HD, high definition. I'm not getting 4K badge. Now, I did test my internet connection. There's nothing wrong with my internet connection. I have my Ethernet cable connected to it. I'm running 900 megabits per second, and that's the download speed. The upload speed, it's up to 170 megabits per second. So I should be able to handle 4K HDR here, no problem. And I also have stats for nerds over here on YouTube. It tells me exactly my current optimal resolution that's running on. So it's running at 3840 by 2160, and that's the outputted upscaled. The source resolution, it's 1280 by 720, and it's being upscaled to 2160. Okay, so what this is basically here is a 1280 by 720. It's the source resolution, and then it's being upscaled to 3840 by 2160. So it's not a native 4K. I'm not getting a 4K. I'm only getting an HD that's being upscaled to 4K with HDR. So I know I'm getting an HDR, not just because I have HDR badge, but when I look at the color sample, I know it's 2804 gamma, and I know it's BT 2020 color space. That means I'm getting full white color gamut, and I'm getting the HDR. Okay. That's how I know automatically that my color output is HDR. So there is HDR. However, I'm only getting HDR with HD. So I'm not completely getting that full 4K HDR. The reason I recommend PC, because with the PC in the browser, you're really going to get much better choice. You can choose between 1440p HD, 1080p HD, or 2160p HDR. Okay, so when you are using a Google Chrome from a computer on your television, you can select QHD HDR, 1080p HDR, or 4K native HDR. You have much better variety of options on the browser than you are on the app. That's what I'm saying. And that's why I recommend that you use a computer. You're just going to get a much better, more accurate native 4K HDR quality. With this app, it's hit or miss. So, yes, I'm getting HDR, but I'm getting lousy 1280 720 source resolution upscaled to 4K. Now, 720p upscaled to 4K, this is what you're getting. This is the kind of like resolution you're getting. I mean, it just looks kind of scrambly. It doesn't look as sharp, it doesn't look very sharp. So you're not going to be getting like a super great HDR example here, So I don't know if this has to do with my internet connection. I don't think it's my internet connection, because I just measured my internet connection. Everything seems to be running smooth. This has to be something with this app. Okay, so in this video, it's something interesting. It's happening. Now in this video, I'm getting a QHD 30 upscaled to 4K with the HDR. So these videos, you see, they're not completely native 4K. What they are, okay, now it's jumping. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, now it's running, so it fluctuates. So it is the internet connection. It depends on the internet connection. It fluctuates. Okay, now we're getting 3840 by 2160 with the HDR, and there it is right there, 4K HDR. Now we're getting a true native 4K in HDR. Okay, so it's working. Now it's working. That's great. That's awesome. That's great. So now it's working. I recommend that you guys use these stats for nerds, that you click on them. They definitely work. I would definitely recommend that you guys do that. Now, I don't know how much of this I can play, because I don't know this dude. He might, block me because I'm using his video without his consent. Maybe there's another video I can try out here. Let's exit this. Maybe let me see. Let's try this video again. See what happens. Let's see what we're getting here. Okay, now we're getting native 4K and HDR. So it was my internet connection, so it's working. Okay, that's good. How do you get stats for nerds? You just go to the option, you go over here and click stats for nerds. And there you go, it'll show up there. You'll see it. So now we're getting HDR, so it's working. So it's working. You don't have to use the your computer. But when I first got this TV, it didn't work. And when I tried it, it didn't work. Same thing happened with my Sony, it didn't work. Same thing goes for my TCL, it didn't work. But now it works, and that's good. That's a good news. That's a pretty good news. And you can tell, looking at the stats for Nerd, you can see the source resolution is 3840 by 2160. This is why I recommend that you guys use stats for Nerd. It's 3840 by 2160. So you know you're getting the source resolution. This on the right, that's letting you know what's the final reach of that resolution. So always look for a current resolution, which is the source resolution. And now you know that you're getting 4K HDR. It even says right here on the badge that you have 4K HDR. I know it will say on the badge, you can look at it on the badge, it will say 4K HDR, but it's better if you use stats for nerds, because we are 4K nerds and we want to know exactly what we're getting. Okay, so it's working. All right, so that's a good news. Yet another reason why you want to get this TV. Yet another reason why you want to get this TV. So now you can, straight out of the, oh, not the Red Lobster. Yet another reason why you want to get this TV, because you get to watch this in 4K HDR. Let's see if maybe we can watch a, what's that HDR Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's see if we can find Red Dead Redemption 2 in HDR. Okay, so I found a video for Red Dead Redemption 2 remastered in 4K and HDR. And this is how I know that this is being remastered in 4K and HDR. You can use stats for nerds. Honestly, this is a very cool tool for you to use, so that way you know what type of source of resolution are you getting, what type of color output are you getting. All right, so right now we can tell that the source resolution is 3840 by 2160, and it's hitting a native 3840 by 2160. So we're getting a native 4K HDR resolution here. How do we know that's HDR? Well, we come down here, we look at the color, the gamma space 2084, it's HDR, and BT 2020, which is the full wide color gamut. When you see BT 2020, you know you're getting a full wide color gamut. And when you look at the source resolution here, 3840 by 2160, you know you're getting a native 4K with the HDR. And then you look up here, and you know that this is running in 4K HDR. And this is native 4K HDR that you're looking at here with Red Dead Redemption 2. And it looks pretty darn good. This is the PlayStation 4 Pro version. It looks pretty darn good, man. Very impressive here, I have to say. Now let me turn this stats for nerds stuff. Let me remove that, because I know you guys don't want to see that. And you guys will see it. It looks pretty darn good. Here's the deal, man. Both versions will look great. You know, a lot of people have been on my case about, you know, which version to go with. Look, guys, both versions will have 4K, some type of a 4K. Okay. The only difference is what kind of 4K is going to be. Is it going to be a dynamic resolution? Is it going to be a checkerboard? Is it going to be a dynamic? So currently I don't know what type of 4K Xbox One X is going to be using. I hope that it's native 4K. I hope that it's native 4K, but no one has confirmed it yet to me. Until I hear it from Richard's mouth, from Digital Foundry, until he tells me, hey, we tested it, man, it's running in a native 4K, then I'm going to believe it. Okay? Then I'm going to finally believe it. But until I hear it from him, I cannot just go by the rumors and what someone says. This guy says this, and that guy says that. Okay? Both versions will look great. But remember, Xbox One X should look better due to the fact that it has the ability to render at high resolution. Okay? This doesn't mean that your PlayStation 4 Pro version is going to suck. It doesn't mean that you're going to have some kind of sacrifice. The only tiny little sacrifice you're going to have is just a slight decrease in detail. It's still going to be sharp, but it's not going to be as sharp as the Xbox One X version. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say here. But this looks amazing. This looks beautiful, man. The HDR here and the native 4K, it looks really amazing. And there it is. You can see it's 4K HDR. And look at this scene right here, man. This is great. Look at this, how beautiful this is. Look at all this detail and everything. Just looks amazing. You know. But yeah, guys, listen. I will test both versions. I will test both Xbox One X and PlayStation 4 Pro. But let's just be... We gotta be honest, guys. Yes, PlayStation 4 Pro will look good too. But you have to remember, the developers will utilize and harness the power from the Xbox One X as much as they can. And they should be able to pull 1900p. If they can do native 4K, 30 FPS with all of these extra graphical settings at steady 30 FPS, then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to celebrate the Xbox One X as the best 4K HDR console ever created. But let's be fair here. Let's try to be... let's wait. Guys, let's wait. It's only a few days away, and I'm pretty sure by Tuesday or Wednesday, Richard from Digital Foundry is going to have a video, and we're going to find all the results. Okay, guys? Okay, I do want to enjoy this game in native 4K, but I don't want to be 100%. I don't want to say something unless I know 100% that it's going to be native 4K. Okay? If it is 100% native 4K, then where is Digital Foundry? Where is Digital Foundry? How come they're not saying anything? Where is IGN? Where is GameSpot? Where is everybody? Where's Rockstar? How come Rockstar doesn't go up and say, hey guys, on the Twitter, good news, you Xbox fans, you'll be enjoying it in native 4K. Because we don't know. We don't know yet. But hang in there. Can you guys wait? Hold on. Can you guys put aside your hate for me and your saltiness and wait till fucking Friday? Can you guys wait till fucking Friday and then come back and then spit your salt onto me? But for right now, let's chill the fuck out. Everybody put your pantyhose on. Put your panties on. Don't get wet yet. Alright? Keep calm and wait till Friday. Seriously, guys. We don't know. Nobody knows yet. But we'll find out probably by Tuesday or early Wednesday. We'll find out from Digital Foundry. They will give us all the results. I'm sure right now they're putting the video together. They finished the tests. and they're waiting for the Rockstar to approve them to lift the embargo. Okay? But there you can see it looks fantastic. This is a PlayStation 4 Pro version, and I'm like, I'm impressed what I'm seeing. Even with the PlayStation 4 Pro version, I'm impressed what I'm seeing. Yes, the Xbox One X should look sharper due to a higher resolution. And it should be able to handle 1900p and 1800p. Easily should be able to handle 1900p dynamic resolution. But I don't want to say anything about a native 4K till I know 100%. I don't want to be like a crap gamer, all these other happy fanboys jumping on the bandwagon. Oh, it's native 4K, it's native 4K, blah, 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 blah. And then when it's not native 4K, they have to make a correct video. Oh, I was wrong, it's not a native 4K, but I was close. Well, whatever, okay? All right, so the good news is, yes, you can use... this just shows you why you need to purchase this TV. All these videos I'm doing, it shows you why you should purchase this TV. Why you should go with the QLED. And why Samsung, it's the best-selling television right now on the market. Next to TCL. That's why. Because of this. Well, there you have it. There you go. You know, hopefully this video is, you know, good enough for you. If you guys want me to do this in a native 4K, if you guys want me to capture this with my camera in a native 4K and show you how this looks in native 4K, I can maybe do that for you. If you guys want me to, I can probably try and do that. But for right now, this is just a video of me testing YouTube app. It's working, 4K HDR is working, and that's a good news. And please, guys, don't get butthurt, all right? But do me a favor and wait. Just wait till the fat lady sings, all right? I hope it's native 4K. Out of all the people, I pray and hope that it's native 4K. But right now, we don't know. Nobody knows 100%. So let's just wait. Keep your saltiness for later. Let's just wait. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope it's not 1900p. I hope it's native 4K. I hope. But I gotta be realistic, and I gotta be fair, and I have to wait till they officially 100% I know for a fact that it's native 4K. All right, well, there you have it. Hopefully hopefully these videos help you. You see, I can, you know, correct myself if I make a mistake, if I find out that actually it supports HDR and 4K, I'll go right back into it and I'll make a video, and that's what I'm doing here.